Mark Henry, who's under a WWE Legends contract, did an interview with TMZ the other day where he basically said that former U.S. military veteran Syko Stu can't fight regarding his ambush attack by Raja Jackson a week ago now. A week has gone by pretty much and no arrest. So I would say there's probably not going to be an arrest, but who knows? But he created a lot of heat from saying that because he basically took Raja Jackson's side to an extent, basically saying that Psycho Stu is just as liable for, by the way, doing a working beer can shot, which Mark Henry called a bottle. It was not a bottle of beer. It was a half-empty beer can that Raja admitted didn't even hurt. And he just said, and I quote this. By the way, Mark Henry also lied and said that WWE was not affiliated with Knox Pro Wrestling. They have pulled their affiliation since, but he also lied about that. But here's his quote. Quote, Psycho Stu didn't deserve what he got, but every action has a reaction, and there's consequences for everything that you put out in the universe. I just want to go on the record and saying I'm making zero apologies for what I said. I meant every word, every single word I meant. End quote. So, again, I've never heard of Mark Henry ever being in a fight. He was paid to train. He didn't pay any dues himself. But there's only been like two people from WWE that have really put out statements on this that are under WWE contract, to my knowledge. Maybe there's more that I haven't seen. The other guy is current WWE agent Shane Helms. And I agree 100% with Shane Helms on this. He says, quote, a receipt is in the ring for shit that happened in the ring. If you got a backstage beef, handle that backstage. If you got personal heat, handle that shit on a personal time. Receipts are not for settling personal grievances. If you were trained otherwise, your training is wrong. End quote. So what he's saying there, and I agree. A receipt is like if I'm wrestling someone in the ring and I accidentally punch him in the nose or the teeth. He's going to punch me back. Boom, it's over. Or he's just going to take it and not do it. Or if I stiff someone with a chair, they don't like it, they're going to be like, okay, I'm going to get you back. What Shane is saying here is if this happens backstage with the beer can, you don't like it, well, you're backstage, settle it now. Don't say you're cool with it, apologize. Then when the guy thinks you're going to wrestle him and gives his body to you, you punch him 23 times in the face. The other thing that's weird is there's no arrest made. Even Baby Doll from the NWA is questioning what's going on here because of the no arrest and some other stuff. There is some good news. By the way, let's take a look at the GoFundMe for Mark Henry being very callous and cold here with his comments. Let's look at who donated to the GoFundMe. Mr. Beast, the biggest YouTuber on YouTube, $10,000. Chris Jericho, again, he's making $6 million a year in AEW for doing nothing. He hasn't even wrestled in 4 months. $2,500. He donates to everybody. Virgil Devitt, I think he's a WWE wrestler. I forget his name. 1,000. Nick Nemeth, 1,000. Jack Perry, another guy getting paid to do nothing, 1,000. But like, look at these guys. I mean, that's very nice. And say what you want. He put his for Mark Henry saying he can't fight. This guy, who the GoFundMe's at 184 now. This guy actually put his life on the line by joining the military. He was willing to die for the United States of America. How is Rampage Jackson's son tough? He's had one MMA fight, which he's lost. There was a guy in a baseball outfit after this all happened challenging him to a fight. And you can see it right on tape. He goes off. And as Shane Helms says, if you want to give a receipt, give it when the guy hits you with the can. He could have done it there if he was a man. But he instead pretended that he was cool with it and then ambushed him after. Yes, the company did appear to give him permission and actually even encourage him to do the ambush, as well the dickhead in the cowboy hat. No, Jason, it wasn't like Knuckleball Schwartz. It was some guy that he looked like he had a Warriors type of from the movie The Warriors baseball gimmick was challenging him, and you can see him going away as he's being challenged by this very small looking guy. And one of the guys that went to break it up, who actually saved, who knows how bad this would have been if it wasn't broken up, but the guy that actually saved Syko Stu, he actually was hit in the eye due to this guy. Like, who hits someone that's breaking up a fight?